Welcome to today's video. Now this is actually a very requested topic because it seems lots of you guys are unsure whether or not you're suitable for consulting, or you just want to know how close you are and how much preparation you need to get to that top tier level that we're trying to reach. This video is really going to explore the ins and outs of what it takes to be a consultant and what you need to do to become a top consultant. Now, before we start, just pause the video and go to our bio. We've been developing a beautiful algorithm that will calculate your chances of success at entering a consulting company, and specifically MBB companies. So go do that quiz and come back right away so we can explore the higher level of what it takes to be a consultant. Let's dive right into it then. To tackle this complex question, we really have to get to the root objective. What are we trying to achieve, and why are we trying to achieve it? Now, this can be summarized by, to demonstrate you have the traits necessary to succeed as a consultant. At the end of the day, the application process is just the company's way of checking whether you could fit in as a consultant. The first step is to understand the key characteristics MBB are looking for. Most other videos actually stop here, but we take it a step further. Our approach at MBB is to really observe your personal experience and see how that matches with what you'll be doing as a consultant. What we want to maximize is that overlap and shed light on new experiences you can pursue to better demonstrate you have what it takes. So let's get straight into it. The first questions you should ask yourself are regarding your personal life experience. These are what I call the eggs of our recipe because they are the glue and the base for everything that comes after. Top consulting firms expect you to demonstrate communication skills. You'll be dealing with CEOs and top decision makers on a daily basis, so you really have to show that you can communicate confidently and respectfully. Try to ask yourself, have you ever solved a conflict with other people? Have you ever convinced someone in a senior position to change their mind? These are some great indicators of strong communication. Secondly, you need to demonstrate leadership. On the job, you will be expected to drive your part of the project independently. So being a sports captain or leading a class project are some great ways of showing leadership. The job also involves lots of problem solving, which you can demonstrate by taking initiative to address an issue or fixing something. And lastly is creativity. This is a trait that MBB firms really value. Next time you face a problem, try to solve it in a unique and creative way. Talking about this during the interview can really catch the attention of the interviewer and make you stand out. The next thing you should really be asking yourself is your university experience. We can't beat around the bush here. Consulting firms, especially MBB, are very elitist. They want to make sure their candidates are the creme de la creme. And that's exactly why university experience is the spring onions of our recipe. It adds that unmistakable texture and character that we really need. So ask yourself, are you attending a top tier university? That's one of the easiest ways to avoid just having your CV dumped in the bin. Ask yourself, are you getting high scores? Always aim to be in the top 20 or so % of your class. Really gather as much evidence to show that you can achieve excellence. And now it's time for our Mythbuster. One of the most harmful myths circulating the internet is that degree subject actually matters. An economics or business related degree is not necessary to get into consulting. I've met medics, engineers, philosophy students that all got into MBB. So please rest assured the subject choice will not disadvantage you. And if you'd like us to make a more detailed breakdown of each subject and how it helps you prepare for consulting, do just drop a comment below and I'll be happy to make a video about it. The final ingredient in our recipe is work experience. To me, this is very much like cheese. Without it, the food is not creamy. We can choke on it while we're eating. It's just a complete mess. So go get work experience, guys. Especially during summer breaks, it really shows you're a go-getter and you don't just sit around for 3 months. Aim to get work experience at large and selective companies. You're really going to impress the interviewer if you have previously worked at a highly selective company. Also try to work at large firms that could be an MBB client, for example. Once you have the job or internship, your focus needs to be on achieving impact. This is quite hard to judge during an interview, so having the experiences beforehand that emphasize your ability is super valuable. And finally, try starting a business. This is one of the key indicators of creativity, business acumen, and drive. Even if it's just a lemonade stand, go do it, guys. I'll go buy your lemonade if you tell me where you are in the comments section. Now that we've looked at our 3 beautiful ingredients, let's see what happens when you put it all together. What does it take to get into consulting? It starts off with the eggs, the life experience. Then you chop your spring onions, and that's your university experience. And thirdly, you want the cheese, which is our work experience. If you make sure all these ingredients are the highest quality, then you end up with what we call at MBB 101, the omelette. Do not feel disheartened if you're nowhere near omelette level. Even when I started applying for consulting firms, my omelette would have really looked like a disaster. You really have to build experiences now that are extremely similar to what you'll be encountering on the job. Spend your Christmas or summer breaks working. Maybe pursue a master's at a target university. Collect those juicy experience points. If you feel you need more guidance on how to clinically package and communicate your experiences towards consulting, then we've actually been putting together a beautiful course on our website just for you. This has really helped people who did not come from business degrees or were struggling to make a convincing pitch. So do click on the link on our bio if that's helpful to you, and thanks for watching, guys.